And we are live December 19th, Friday, 4:41 p.m. Welcome everybody. We are going to take a look at what happened in the stock market today for Tesla, the VIX, the stock indices, gold, silver, Bitcoin, Ethereum. So let's do this right now. Let me just make sure that everything is working fine with this live. You can comment in here, ask questions if you want. This is a live, so you know if it's interactive, that's the point. So Tesla closed at 481.20. We are down $2, $2 and 17 cents. That's 0.45% lower. So let's take a look at what's happening. Post market, we are up by 1.5, $1.55. So yeah, let's do a bigger recap maybe. Bullish channel since April, check. We are still into it. Congestion zone, remember we stayed into that one since September. Since September, Tesla's been doing nothing. It was just going sideways within the big congestion zone. A smaller pattern, longer term pattern, smaller term pattern, even smaller term pattern, going higher, bullish. And we had a break, 467, we had a break right there. And we have been zigzagging on top of it. This is not bad. This is not bad that it's zigzagging. Yeah, of course, we would like any stock to go vertical forever. That's the ideal. It never happens. So, breaking a congestion zone when we are going sideways like this, this is fine to retest. Retest, boom, boom, boom. This is what we have been doing. We have been retesting. So we are consolidating above. So this is good news. This is good news. This is good news. We should be continuing eventually. If not, we would have come back down below 467. So we are above 467. We have been there for a week. Full week we have been above. And now the next resistance, this is okay. We don't need to break all resistance in one day. It's impossible. So right now we are stuck below 488.70. Closed above it in a tiny way on Tuesday. It came down. And since then we have been retrying all week. So Wednesday we retried. Yesterday we retried. Today we retried. And never succeeded. The price goes higher than 488 for a specific amount of time and then it comes back. So what we care about when we are looking at the daily chart, what we care about is that the daily candle closes above said number 488.70. If it closes below, it's not the same thing. It's not conclusive. It's not a break. It's not a breakout. So we are waiting for that. Let's take a look at the 1 hour chart. So on the 1 hour chart, we see it very clearly. This is what happened on Tuesday. Boom. Right here. Closed above for 2 hours. 2 hours. The last hours of the day. Then, boom, came down back to 360. Retested it. 1, 2, 3, 4 hours. Failed. Retested it. This is today. We tried it once today and we are falling back. But notice, we are falling back here. Not too long ago, we were falling back here. So you see, we are indeed making higher lows. You know what happens when we make higher lows and there's a horizontal resistance that we cannot break, a horizontal price, a price that we cannot break. When we break it, then this is a buy signal. This is an indication that buyers are overpowering the sellers. So yeah, so we are hoping that we are eventually going to break that 488.70. And we have some indication that it is not impossible because, as I just said, we are making higher lows. Making higher lows is a very important thing to do. if we are expecting a stock to continue. So yeah, somebody says Jamie Jachette. Yeah, enough Tesla shares, but you want to drop it to 400 to buy more. Well, yes. Well, that could be happening. That could be happening right now. Right now we are in two bullish channels. So right now we cannot say that we have any signs that this is going to happen. A few things are going to have to happen in order for that drop to take place. So yeah, momentum on the daily chart. Losing momentum on the 1 hour chart. We had stochastic for 1 hour, then it came down. But support is still holding pretty good. You know, we are still above 480. And post-market, we are increasing a little bit. So yeah, next week is going to be Christmas. So things might be a little bit slower. Let's take a look at last Christmas, what happened. Yeah, leading to last Christmas, we had a super nice run. I sure do remember this. So yeah, I sure do remember this because this was a Model S right there. So let me see. Okay, I should go on the daily chart. Sorry. Okay, so I'm trying to find the December. Yeah, right here. You know, just after so December 24th last year. Look at this. Boom. Nice move up on the 24th, and the stock had started to come down. I'm not comparing everything because it's not because this happened last year that this is going to happen this year. I'm just comparing the day before Christmas, you know, leading up to Christmas. But we had just made a all-time high, so it made sense that we cooled down a little bit. But then on the 24th, we had a move up, and then it cooled down. And on the 31st, basically went sideways on the 31st. Then in January, went up a little bit. Made a low at 372, and we had stopped one day at 372. Once that was lost, you know, we had the opposite. You know, we had lower highs, and we had a flat support at 372. When we broke it, boom, this was the time to get out. Same pattern. You see a break lower, you get out or you short. You see a break higher, you buy. So look at what happened. It really went down, and this is, you know, textbook pattern. That we had the break, went lower, retested, boom, this was gone. And I'm gonna beat your head on that drum. Look at stochastic over 60. Stochastic over 60, stochastic over 60, stochastic over 60. Lost it one day here. Lost it. So when a stock does not have stochastic over 60, be careful because it could come down. If it breaks support, it's gone. And this is a really nice example of this. Really nice example. So you need to have the right lines. You need to have the right lines in the right places. Because sometimes we lose stochastic and support holds. So we need to have both. So if you just look at stochastic, it's gonna work sometimes, but if you pair it with a nice support, so you need the right lines. And not coincidentally, if you want a copy of those lines, you know, here, this is my watch list right here. Look at this share list. So I'm sharing the list, so you get all this list, and I'm sharing the layout right here. Sharing. So there's a link right here, a link to get access to my layout. So the layout are the lines, and there's a link to get you this watch list. So this, if you become a YouTube member at the what's it called, watch list level or Trendlines level, I don't remember, but it's pretty obvious when you read it, then you get a copy of this. You get a copy of this. If you want more, then you can get more. There's a private Discord server too, but yeah, if you want those lines, the lines are important. Indicators alone, no, we need both. So yeah, so Tesla is holding well. It's holding its own. It's holding its own well. We cannot complain about this, you know. We can still buy above that 467 because it's still in the vicinity. So yeah, we are just being patient. We don't make the stock move. We can only control the money we put in. We put money in, stocks, options, the amount, when, and we wait. This is like fishing, you know. We cast our line, but there's no wiggle here. We don't need to wiggle the line trying to wake up the fish. There's nothing, no, we don't wiggle anything. We just wait. We just wait. Okay, enough of this foolery. VIX, oh, look at this. VIX 1491 down 1.95, down 11%. We love this. Yes, you can be in the camp that says, well, okay, it went down, it's gonna go up. Yeah, maybe sometimes it does it, but if it goes down, maybe it's gonna stay down too. So going down is nice. I don't see it as a contrary kind of thing, because it went down this summer down to 14, the low 14s. So we are at 1491. So this is good for the market. Let's take a look at the stock indices. Okay, so little bit of a recovery for Dow Jones, recovering 48,000. A little bit. SPX, yeah, SPX, you know, this is good. This is good. This is the low. This is the low. This is the low. And we bounced Wednesday. No, we stopped Wednesday. We did not bounce. We stopped Wednesday. Boom. We stopped right here. Then Thursday, gapped up higher, and today also a gap up higher. Nice green candle. So, you know, we could be going back to 69.20. Is that 69.20 right here? Yeah, 69.20. So we could be having a little bit of a move up, and then we have some resistance. So maybe we are going to come back down. It's possible. So, but nice to see a green candle once in a while. QQQ, same thing, had lost support, now it's gained back. Stochastic is back, so this one also has some leeway to go higher. Nasdaq, same thing. So you see this, everything is in sync, everything is going higher. So because of this new low, we can do this. So this is the new bullish channel that has officially started. So I'm gonna do it here, but there is another one that could happen right here too. So this is the bullish channel that we are in. So we are at the support side of the bullish channel, of this new bullish channel. Support, resistance, so it's gonna zigzag. So we are on this side right here, so let's take the ride up. So Nasdaq is good. S&P also, S&P, you know, the ride up is right there. Nasdaq, Russell also bouncing on 2482. So very nice, very nice. And this one also has a tiny bullish channel because this is now a low. It was not yesterday. Now it is. So now we can do this. And you see everything fits. Everything fits. It fits perfectly. You know, this is touching. This is touching. And Okay, this one is not perfect. I'm gonna give it to you. It's not perfect. It's damn close. Damn close, but not perfect. But damn close and useful. That's what counts. But I still like it when it's perfect. Okay, so things are recovering. No stochastic over 60 on the daily. So momentum is not back on Russell. What about momentum? Yeah, momentum is there. And NASDAQ, QQQ, SPX, Dow Jones. Momentum is back for a while. Let's take a look at gold, silver. So gold, physical gold. Again, you know, look at this. 6 days just below 33.30. It's trying, it just wants to do it. It wants to do it. It's not doing it. It wants to do it. You can buy now and chance it that it's gonna do it, even if it has not done it yet. Or you can wait until it does it. If you wait until it does it, sometimes it does it too fast and too high. Sometimes there's a candle like this and you're like, wow. If I had entered here, I would be in this profit, but now I was waiting for it to move before I got in, and now I have this gap right here, this big gap, a buck. So you know this is like, shoot, but that's the price you have to pay. If you get in now, and it does not do it, you're going to be sad. If you don't get it now and it does it, you are going to be sad. Well, prepare to be sad because this can happen. The best case scenario is that on Monday it just booms, opens there, stays an hour or a day there, and then well, I should do it here. This is here. So this is the best case scenario, having a little bit of a move. That's it, gentle move. Then you can enter the stop loss and not too far. Here the stop loss was closer. Here the stop loss is a bit higher, but at least you know it wants to move. It has already started to move. It can always come back around, but at least we have a tiny bit of indication that it might continue, because if it breaks a pattern, it should continue. So you see, nothing is perfect. Well, it's rarely perfect. And if you wait, in the best case scenario, you are going to get an entry that's very close to that support. In the worst case scenario, you are going to have to chase it. And if you chase it because there's a gap, maybe it's going to come back down after that gap. So either you put a little bit in right now and lose just a little bit if it comes down, and once it goes in, you put a little bit more. So you can always do that. So there are so many ways around the same lines. This is why we have Discord a little bit, because we have people that are doing different things. Oh, I'm going to do this now. I'm going to try this now. On the same lines. We all have different financial situations, different risk aversion or not. So this is why it's nice. So yeah, waiting for this one to go. Silver, well, this one, you know, it has gone. You know, this one has not been too bad. We were here. This was the horizontal resistance, and it opened here. So very decent, you know, decent. Stop loss maybe here. So yes, it's a higher stop loss than here, but at least we are not waiting for months before this happens. It just did happen. So when it happens, we can jump in. The cost is a higher stop loss. Or you do what I just mentioned, you enter before and you enter after. And in this case, you know, it did not do a big gap up and stayed above, and now it's continuing. So this is a nice scenario. And Bitcoin 2,000 bucks higher. So Bitcoin, you know, it's gonna have to make a decision soon. Decision soon. You know, so far, this resistance is holding, you know. It held. Here we did not even try. But when we tried on Wednesday, held. So this is pretty clear, huh? This is why we do these lines, because the stock price is making those lines. I am highlighting the lines for you, but the lines were almost there. It's just like what we used to do when we were kids with the, you know, we had the coloring book or something like that with a picture of something with dots that were numbered. They were numbered, and we would just connect the dots, and then we would see a face or something. So this is what I'm doing right here. This is my job on YouTube for you guys. I'm doing those lines that I may say are quite useful, because if a line can predict for some amount of time what a stock is going to do, that's interesting information, isn't it? I think Adolf does not agree with us, but that's okay. He says that it's not happening today. I don't know what's not happening today, but whatever it is, it's not happening today. So right now, you know, the resistance are all aligned, and at the same time we have the lows. Look at this, all aligned. So it could, you know, it could go both ways. You know, this line right here is not horizontal. It's climbing a little bit. This one is decreasing more. So logic says that we should be continuing down more than going up. When we have a symmetrical triangle, it can go both ways. If we have what I often see, this ascending triangle, tends to go that way, and if we have something like this, it tends to go that way. Now we have, you know, we don't have a symmetrical one because this line is steeper than this one, so should go lower, but in doubt, we don't have to move. We can just wait until it happens. And how are we going to know when it happens? Well, when we are going to break that line. Ah, Jamie. Okay, I see. Okay. Well, Jamie has some shares, so I think he's going to be okay either way. And yes, I hope we don't come back down to 400. Not now. And thank you Mipo. Thank you very much. When you ask, listen. Sorry, Pierre. When you ask, I listen. Okay. Yeah. Great. That's what a live is for. This is what a live is for. So okay. I'm tired a bit today, so I'm not my usual serious self. So yeah, Bitcoin, you see this? Lows are increasing, highs are decreasing. So, you know, I cannot make this up, guys. I'm sorry to say this, but you know, this is going to have to be decided. So maybe at 3, 4 candles, 5 candles. You know, I'm at 4. Maybe 5 candles, and then a line is going to be crossed. Maybe before, but in the worst case, mathematically, we are adding a candle every day. So you know, space is finite. So when space is running out, we are going to have to cross a line. So we are going to see which way it wants to go. So at the most 5 days, maybe before Christmas, we'll see. So this is for Bitcoin, but no momentum on Bitcoin, no momentum on the daily chart. On the 1 hour chart, yes, a little bit of momentum is coming back. Will it stay? No, sometimes it comes back and flees, come back and flees, come back and flees. Each time there is still money that can be made, you know, on a smaller time frame, like on the 1 hour chart. It does this, it does that. So these are all momentum moves, and we can catch them if we want. We can catch them and sell at some point, catch and sell. But on the daily chart, we have bigger moves. So on the daily chart, there's no momentum yet. So this is for Bitcoin. Let's take a look at Ethereum. Okay, we have a green candle. This one is looking a little bit nicer. You know, Bitcoin, is the last candle green? Oh yes, okay, sorry. So last candle, both are green. And the test looks the same. This is the downward bearish channel. We are right smack on it. Right smack. Well, okay. We went a little bit outside, you know, but the body is pretty much right smack on it. Yesterday too, the day before. So, you know, we have a hard time breaking above. A couple of days, it kind of fooled us at some point. This is why I have a rule that says when we get outside of a downward channel, it's not a buy. And this is the exact reason why. It's not necessarily a buy because we can get stuck into a congestion zone, So when we get outside of the downward channel, we get outside of it, then we can get stuck under a horizontal resistance. And this is exactly what happened. This is the horizontal resistance we got stuck under. We were outside of this, but we got stuck under this, so this was never a buy. So it did not fool us. On the 1 hour chart, on the 1 hour chart, there's momentum moves all the time. So on the 1 hour chart, yes, there was a move there that was profitable for a short amount of time if you decide to sell at some point. Either you sell when we get close to resistance. Okay, I'm going to sell here maybe. Oh, it continues. I'm going to sell more. Or you wait for it to stabilize and you sell when the stabilization is gone. But each time a stock goes up, there's money to be made. And we know, and we basically act pretty much always when it goes up. So chances are that if we are not too greedy, we can make money in it. If we are greedy, I'm having a hard time saying this. I'm sometimes greedy, and I pay the price for it. I pay the price because if I'm greedy on a nice move and I don't take profit, then because I'm waiting for a bigger payoff, then maybe there's no payoff at all because it comes back down. And so this is a complete waste. So get in. If you are on support, you can get in. If you have a breakout, you can get in more. If it goes higher, then you can start trimming, depending on the time frame that you are in. You know, time frame is, you know, on the 1 hour chart, you know, the ups and downs happen way more often. So you get in and you get out within an hour, within 15, 17 hours. You know, this was like what, 20 hours maybe. This one maybe 10 hours. Here maybe 5, 6, 7, 10. You see? And on the daily chart, the same things are happening. On the higher time frames, there's less noise. You know, this is noisy a little bit more. If we go on the daily chart, then makes more sense. So there's less noise, less ups and down on the daily chart than on the smaller time frames. But no momentum yet. We are right smack on resistance. What is going to happen? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Don't try to, you know, these people, you know, the predictions are nice. You know, Bitcoin is going to be at 200,000 by Christmas. Okay, maybe, that's an opinion. Everything is opinion until it becomes a fact. Here, at least, we look at facts, I would say. Because if I cross that line, if I close above that line, well, it's hard to debate whether or not it happened. It's hard to debate it. Did it happen or did it not happen? So we are dealing with facts. Oh, the stock is closing, or Bitcoin is closing above 29.94. If it closes above 29.94, can we agree that it's a fact? It's not a matter of opinion. What's a matter of opinion is, I think it's going to continue higher like it just did. That's the assumption that we are making. I assume it's going to continue. So that part is assumption based on a fact. It was higher. So we are dealing in facts. Many people are dealing in opinions and predictions, and people love this. I don't get this. People love this. Look at the amount of views. This is not a rant. Look at the amount of views somebody will get when they have a thumbnail on YouTube that says Tesla at $2,500 in 2026. Everybody's going to click on it. And this guy is expressing an opinion. He has the right to do so. I should do this. I should do this every week. Wow, I think this. I think that. I think this. I think that. I'm gonna have so many views, but and some of these have nice spreadsheets to kind of justify that. Sure, there's some logic behind this. I'm not saying it's all crap, but how can you factor the Bank of Japan increasing the rates? How can you factor that in your Excel spreadsheet? Well, you don't. You only factor what you can factor. So you factor the Tesla price prediction. It's not bad, but maybe a crash is going to happen. Maybe inflation is going to come back up. Maybe, there are so many things that can happen. It might work, but facts work better because they are facts. Oh, voila. So this is this is the end of the philosophical section of this video. So next week is going to be another week. Okay, let's look at BMNR. People love this. I do too. So BMNR climbing back up from 29.65 to 32. At 32, we have a little bit of a top right there. So 32 is going to be good. This is on the 1 hour chart. This is on the daily chart. Well, on the daily chart, still no momentum. But on the 1 hour, we have momentum back. But we have a resistance at 32, so we could just come back down. So it's a small momentum move. A little bit of money could have been made. After the first hour, we came back above that 29.65. Did we have stochastic over 60? Yes, we did. So this was a buy right here, and we are here. So, buy at 30, still be in it at 31.53. Tiny move, tiny profit. On those lower time frames, the moves are smaller. So there you have it, everybody. I'll stop this because I'll start ranting like crazy. So making higher lows. So maybe this is going to break this. Nobody knows, but we are going to be watching. And when it does, and some of us got in on the 1 hour chart, by the way, some of us on Discord got in on the 1 hour chart right here. And some of us stayed over the weekend. So we got in here, we had stochastic over 60. And we were back above this 481.74. And it's coming down a little bit, not too much. We'll see what happens on Monday. So I'm going to wish you a great weekend. We are going to talk on Monday, unless you are a member at the Discord level, in which case we are doing a live, a secret, inaccessible live on Sunday, where we look at many stocks. Apple, Meta, Amazon, Nvidia. It's not Nvidia, it's Nvidia. Palantir, Microsoft, AMD. We are looking at all of these. We are looking at all of these on the daily chart and the weekly chart to see where things are at. And I'm not finished scrolling yet. We are looking at all of these. Tesla does not need to go higher. We have other stocks that can go higher. And when they do, we are there to notice it. And we are there. And once we notice it, we can decide to join in or not. So this is on Sundays. This is on YouTube, but this is reserved for my Discord members. So you don't see them on my channel unless you are a member. So you click on the join button. Join button. You pay a fee. I'm sorry, you pay a fee. You pay a fee. You pay a fee to make a fee. Voilà. So thank you for all. Great weekend. Let me look at the comments. Santa Claus rally. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I heard it's the last 5 days. To me, I'm sorry that I don't buy those things. I don't go for that. I don't have to predict stuff. Are we going to see a rally? I don't know. And I'm going to see it if it happens. I'm going to see it because I'm going to go, Tesla is going to close above 488.70 on the daily chart. This is how I'm going to know. Oh, it's moving higher. Is it a rally? Is it a Santa Claus rally? Is it is it 5 days before? This, I don't know. And I don't do statistics like this, 3 Sundays in a row Tesla was down, so the 4th Sunday it's gonna, I don't go for statistics. We don't need to do that. It can work, I guess, but we don't need to do that. Tesla is not a $500 stock in 25. Trading patterns so predictable. 2 days up. Well, yeah, if you get stopped, yeah. We see the pattern. We see the pattern. We see the pattern on that line. Right now, we are away from that line a little bit. So there's an amount of risk there because getting in away from support is a little bit more risky. We are at the middle point. We could still go to that resistance side. But yeah, once we find support, we can get in on support and catch those swings. And this is a breakout swing. This is not a support swing per se. It's close to support from that bullish channel thing here. So it's close from that perspective. So thank you guys. Thank you guys. Some of us are going to talk on Sunday, for the others on Monday. So have a great weekend. I'm going to tell you à la prochaine si Dieu le veut.